车水马龙路边停了一辆又一辆巨大露营车，不知情的还以为繁忙的洛杉矶秒变露营圣地。
Designed more for rural recreation than long-term urban living.
但时间一久，街坊邻居就来抗议，不论是早上尖峰时刻阻碍交通。
We watched a friendly RV dweller and a friendly housed neighbor agree the trash is a problem. Relations often aren't quite so cordial.
还是从家门外就看到垃圾山，路边定居引发一连串社会问题。这时就轮到社福志工出马。
Korokov tells people where to park, connects them with services.
A black tank for black water, and that's clean water here.
Okay, so he drives around LA and services the RVs.
Yeah. Not only him, other companies do it too.
买不起房也租不起房，民众脑筋动到车子上。5年来，以车为家的人大增5成。去年2月至今，洛杉矶就超过11000人街头露营，有时甚至连车都是出租，月租从几百块到1000块美金都有。
Councilwoman Tracy Park calls the landlords vanlords, says many rent out rotting, unsafe RVs, is proposing a crackdown.
I have seen too many of these explosions and these fires, and we have got to deal with the collateral impacts that these vehicles are causing in our neighborhoods.
为解决房车问题，洛杉矶政府祭出提供饭店房间和住宿补贴，加强安置住户，好移走房车。只是有工作，也不保证至少还有车子住。
Average rent in Jefferson County is $1,200 a month, and if you're making minimum wage, there's no way that you can make those ends meet.
在肯塔基州，处处可见一家人搭帐篷露宿街道和天桥下。这些家庭向收容单位求助，却都以空间不够为由被拒之门外。
I went to the homeless shelter one time, and the homeless shelters that we have now, man, is just. They're not really, they're just profiting from them. It's sadness more than it is anything because we have enough abandoned buildings, we have enough vacant properties that we could actually be having more people housed than we do now.
就怕屋主不肯卖空房来盖收容中心，因为疫情间远距工作和贷款利率极低，让房源更供不应求。加上疫后通膨危机，利率飙高，刚还完新屋房贷的人更不可能这时换房。业界数据显示，首季购屋的投资客大减48.6%，创新低。
Over the long term, historically, it's always been better to buy a home than rent because you're building equity in that house. The spring housing market is historically the busiest time of the year for housing, and that's because families want to buy their homes, close on them in the summer, and move so they don't disrupt their children and get them into school in the fall. We are not, however, expecting a busy spring housing market this year simply because mortgage rates have shot up so far again and because housing inventory is still so low.
业界分析，至少未来6个月房屋供应会持续吃紧，因此今年美国房价跌幅预计平均只下跌2.8%，低于3月预期。不过到明年，房价可能会停滞不前，一些民众可能选择荷包痛一次，出手买房。
The Jernigans purchased this home for $285,000, about $100 per square foot. And the average rate on the 30-year fixed is 6.44% as of April 2023. The Jernigans locked in 6.625%, taking their monthly principal and interest to about $1,800.
Huge area for my mom, a huge bedroom for us. The girls can have separate bedrooms that are bigger than the ones that they have now.
特别在俄亥俄州的克利夫兰、宾州匹兹堡和马里兰州的巴尔的摩这些房市较便宜的2线城市成为热门选择。然而，什么时候通膨才会缓解？联准会才要降息？专家竟然表示，大家要先不加息。
When inflation expectations are high, it tends to influence behavior. It will make people think, well, I'm paying more for goods, so I need more money. And then in turn, business owners will say, my employers are going to come to me for raises, so therefore I need to raise prices. So you can see where this goes. It just creates kind of this vicious cycle. Economists will call it a wage price spiral, whereas prices go higher, wages will go higher, and then prices will continue to go higher.
推动经济成长的理想通膨率是2%，随着目前通膨超出标准，专家表示要先预期联准会有办法控制通膨，才能说服各行各业稳定物价，进而有办法阻止万物涨声响起。TVBS 新闻综合报道。
想看最完整的新闻内容，记得下载TVBS 新闻网 APP。